Hey, thanks for tuning in. So for you guys today, I have a MOLLE double rig range belt by Blue Alpha Gear. All right, you can see it's a very unique design. It has MOLLE webbing on the outside, and that webbing allows you to attach different kind of accessories all on the outside here of this range belt. And what's really cool about it is it has a nice big Cobra buckle right here. Comes in done just like that. All right, but the double rig portion is a 2-belt system. You can see how the inner belt liner comes apart from the outer belt liner, and this allows you to bring this part wearing as a belt to the range, and then when you get to the range, you have this part you just wrap around your waist, let the Velcro do its job, hold it nice and sturdy in place, buckle it, fits right every time, and has everything you need for the range. Now, I've had this in for a few months now. We've had some good times with it. No issues to report. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of unique kind of way to set this up. I'll show you how I did it. I'm going to go and slap this belt on inside. We'll go through some of the stuff I have on here, some of the pros and cons to this MOLLE webbing in particular right here, and we'll kind of see how it looks while you're wearing it. So let's go ahead, take a look inside. Also, I wanted to make note that I've actually been wearing Blue Alpha Gear's hybrid EDC belt for the better part of about 1.5 years now, and it has held up great. Everything still works, has some nice wear on it. Can't complain. It's usually this or the Magpul Tejas leather belt, so this works really well as the range belt that I'm about to show you. So, here is the inner liner, all right? You can see the liner is marked Blue Alpha Gear made in the USA, size 36. So all you're gonna do, undo it right here, run it through your belt loops all the way around. Make sure you hit them all because this belt and your loops are gonna support the exterior belt. So now you got this. It's real simple. Fold over method, get it to where you want it, get to where it's comfortable, and make sure, if you want, you can even turn it to the side. Make sure you clear a belt loop, get enough Velcro on there to hold tight. All right, now here's the belt fully ready to go. Smith & Wesson MP 2.0 compact, tourniquet, Lancer 30 round mag, and a 15 round mag and a 17 round mag for the Smith & Wesson. All right, also my range gloves, a little carabiner on the D-ring right here. So all you're gonna do, you don't have to have all your gear on there, but it doesn't really matter. Just make it a little heavier. Swing it around. All right, I start on this side. I'll put the belt loop right about there, a little bit off from the center, kind of on the left there, or the belt side there, off on the left. Go around and buckle her in, all right? Now, she ain't going anywhere, all right? She's on your belt, on your loops. And there you have it. All right, now you have your gloves over here. If you want, you can even move this over a little bit more. It really depends on how you want to set it up. With this being the pistol right here, I have it kind of right at 3 o'clock. You might even want to turn it a little bit, move it up a little bit forward. These are kind of a little bit forward actually from the 9 o'clock right here. So you can actually go and reach your mags, whichever one you want. AR mag. And by the way, these are S-Tac Kiwi pouches. They are Kydex lined pouches. All right. And a tourniquet, just your standard tourniquet right there, nothing fancy. Now, D-ring here, carabiner. You don't need to have this carabiner on there if you don't want to. You can take it off. Have a D-ring that folds flat. All right, or you can have your gloves on there, or whatever you want to hang off the front there, or nothing at all. So this is what she looks like, all rigged up. You can jump around. It's not really going anywhere. Plenty of room, more real estate if you want to load up, put a med pouch or something like that on the back. And of course, taking it off, end of the day, take it off, hang it up in a closet, and you actually go ahead and You have this liner as well. I go ahead, fold it over. And if you want, you can go ahead, just slap it back on in here somewhere. Keep them together. Be as nice or as messy as you want. All right. And once again, either hook them together, or I've been hanging it from the Caribbean on that Dio hook right here. And now you got yourself a nice belt ready to go, hanging up in the closet for the range. All right. Now one more thing real quick, give you guys a close-up. So I mentioned earlier the MOLLE loops are kind of unique. All right, and they are because they're a little bit closer than traditional MOLLE loops, okay? So for example, this tourniquet right here, you can see how it's kind of crunched in there, right in there. See how the strap is kind of crunched? This, I believe, is a Blue Force Gear. Yeah, Blue Force Gear tourniquet holder. So you can actually go and yank the tourniquet out in a moment's notice. All right, but you can see it's a little crunched in between there, and that's because these lines are a little bit closer together. Not too big of a deal. It doesn't really affect it too much, but just something to note that it's gonna be a little bit stiffer to get something like this through there, where you're kind of relying on the loops to hold it in place, and it's a little bit of a tight fit, but it's not too bad. I believe this is a 1.75 inch belt, by the way. All right, now the S-tacks right here, these come separate, or you can also buy them together. You can get single, double, single, whichever you want to do with the S-tacks. Again, Kydex lined, all right, which work great. And I went ahead and actually, just because I had them lying around, I had these cheap clips, cheap snap clips. You just run through the webbing, loop it through here a couple of times, and then they won't go anywhere either way. And same with these little pistol pouches. I find these to be really nice, real easy to insert mags, take out mags, whatever you got to do. And again, plenty of real estate around the back. Now the holster actually, again, Smith & Wesson MP 2.0, compact. The holster is a Bravo concealment and just a Kydex holster. I was looking at different versions. You can actually get like the drop leg or something a little bit further down on the leg. You might want to do like a leg strap. I ended up grabbing this because I already had it, and it's actually a real simple way to install it onto the MOLLE. Just use the belt loops. All right, you just run the MOLLE, or run the Kydex belt loops that come with it through the MOLLE, and because it is a little bit closer together, it fits almost perfectly through that MOLLE. All right, and that way it is super sturdy. It's not going anywhere. All right, so moving around there. So you just get a basic Kydex for any holster, and it's pretty easy to swap out. And some of these actually, if you buy these shells for various firearms, you can actually just unscrew these screws right here, slap a new shell on, screw it down, good to go. Whether you want to put like a weapon light enabled Kydex holster on there or something like that. Going around, nice blue alpha badging right here. Again, this is the multicam color. All right, so that about wraps this review up on this Blue Alpha Gear MOLLE double rig range belt. It's held up great, no real complaints from me. You can go ahead if you want to pick one of these up. They are custom made to order, cut to order. Like I said, this is a 36-inch size for your belt. Just kind of order the size of your pant size. There's a little bit of adjustment here you can mess around with if you want. Plus the inner belt line does come a little bit of adjustment as well to kind of lengthen it or shorten it. So it's not too bad. Don't be too worried about that. But it is a great, great value, and it's something that makes range trips even easier with everything you have ready to go. No need to run a regular old belt through with a bunch of loops, with a bunch of Kydex holsters. Everything is already ready to go. Slap it on, get to plinking, have some fun at the range, get some training in. So that's it, guys. Hey, if you have any questions below, I'll be happy to answer them. Again, the link to buy will be below in the description. Hit that link, help these guys out. Blue Alpha Gear makes a lot of really cool products. And subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next review.